What's up, guys? Grob's back again with another video. I've got a pretty cool build guide that I want to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited about this build. It's pretty fun, a juicy auto bomber. Before I go too far about the explanation, I'll show you what it does and then we'll dive into it. So we'll just run a T5. I've only just hit maps tonight, so a little bit of grinding. We'll just run a T5. I'll show you what the build is about. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool MTX. Pretty cool juice. So essentially, we run around, we use Stormbrand once, and we start running. So as long as we use a Stormbrand here and there to make sure we're shocking one mob, our Herald of Thunder will keep hitting everything and explode stuff. We are scaling Ignite, so our Ignites is the thing that is allowing us to keep shocking and keep exploding and whatever. The Elementalist, I'll explain that once we get there. Bear in mind, I don't have Uber Lab. I've got about 50, 60 chaos worth of gear on. So we're far, low level gems. We are far from where this is going to be. And I'll show you guys why and where in a second. We'll use a weapon swap for single target, which I'll show you in a sec when we get to the boss here. Oh, there's a shrine here. Oh, it's Echo. No. I'm not going to run the whole map. I'll just go to the boss to show you guys that the single target's pretty insane on no budget, and it's just going to get better and better. The clear is obviously very nice. You just run. It's an auto bomber. So we just weapon swap X, hold it in, explode, and that'll be enough of an ignite to kill the boss. Except that he's juiced. Is this spell thing cucking me a bit? Yeah, it is. It's like breaking my flame blast, this Echo Shrine. I can't actually maintain mana. Anyway, don't worry about this kill. It's normally much faster than this. It's just that shrine just killed it for me. But that's the gameplay. So let's just go to town to hide out. I'll show you guys what it's all about. Got a better mic, by the way, guys, so you can hear me now. So this was probably one of the easiest characters I've ever leveled with no currency. And by no currency, I mean as a second character of the league, I probably spent 30, 40 chaos on leveling gear. It took me 4 hours to get to Act 10 while I was doing PoB, talking to my chat and helping a mate out. So, before I show you the gear and show you the PoB, click subscribe, join my channel, guys. I appreciate it heaps. It helps heaps. Thank you for all the people that have been supporting me so far. I can only make builds and spend time doing this because of you guys, so I appreciate it heaps. So, Gold Rim. Simple. Lock and Toenails. Simple. Worms Molt, simple. 2 Parandus rings, I like them. You don't have to run them. I just want to show because people always ask how I level. Now for this build, I used 2 Life Sprigs until I could wear 2 Ash Callers at level 18. Just use anything, Fireball, Freezing Pulse, whatever you want to use until you can wear the 2 Ash Callers and the Abraths. Once you have Abraths on, I socketed them with any damage you can until you can do Deadly Ailments, Immolate, Combustion, and Unbound Ailments. Once you have those 4 in, you pretty much just run through the whole game. Now what I did is I just put a 4-link, well I had a tabby, but I put a 4-link Flame Blast until I could do 6 links for single target, and you literally one-tap bosses the whole way through. I ran a carry reward just for movement speed and a Quicksilver or 2 as always. So just, that's what I used, and it was honestly one of the easiest characters I've ever leveled, ever. So that's pretty cool. Right now, all I have on right now is 2 obliterations in a weapon swap into a Searing Touch, which just gives us huge damage on our Flame Blast. I know that map, the boss took a bit to kill. It's not normally like that. I think it was the spell, the Spell Echo Shrine like cucked my mana. Normally 110 stacker. Even now on this gear, I popped it before, it's like 2.5 million DPS. So low tier maps, it kills it in one hit, and as we scale some gear and flasks and stuff, it's going to be a lot more. So I've got a tabby, obviously. I'm just wearing life ES gear because we're hybrid. Our life pool will be better. We should get to about 5k life, 2 to 2.5k ES. We've got a lot of leech of both as well, so we're pretty good there later on. I am a full golem build just because they give you so many buffs. So if you go for the Ascendancy, the first nodes I would grab is Shaper of Flames. So essentially what this lets us do is every single hit we do, no matter what kind of damage, it ignites, and we do a lot of damage with ignites. So Herald of Thunder is obviously thunder only, but because of this node right here, we permanently ignite every mob we hit. Now, the next issue we had to overcome is I needed one mob to get hit and the ignite to spread. So I'm running ignite proliferation here because it actually scales with AoE. So if you wanted to grab AoE nodes, you can grab them and it scales with that. Right now, I haven't got any because I don't feel like we need it with obliterations. Storm's secret. We have to overcome the damage we take from this. So that's why I've got life leech and shield leech. We get the energy shield leech here from Heart of the Flame. And we get the life leech here from Doryani's lesson. Early game, when you have even less life than this, you actually can't leech enough to sustain it. Just use a flask. As you get a bigger life pool, you can leech more. That's just how it works in this game. There's a cap to how much percentage of your current life you can leech. So just keep going. So Storm Secret's nice. Kind of need it. Well, you probably don't need it, but it just helps a lot, I find, for clear. It's really good. ES gear, once again, movement speed on the boots. Super cheap. I paid 10 chaos, 10 chaos, 10 chaos, and 15 chaos, I think, on 8 chaos for the ring. So my gear altogether is like a 5-link Searing Touch is 8 chaos. I probably have 50, 60 chaos worth of gear. This was a bit more expensive, this jewel. You don't need it to start. I just had enough to buy one. Now for the second Cruel Lab, I would grab Exposures You Inflict. So this just means that any mob we inflict exposure on takes 25% even more damage. Now this node right here on this large cluster, nearby enemies have fire exposure, you just stand near them and they have it. So that automatically makes them take more damage, and this makes them take even more damage. And then we have a cast from damage taken set up with flammability and wave of conviction. Because we take damage all the time from the Storm Secret ring, this casts all the time. All the mobs we run past keep getting hit by flammability and wave of conviction. And it also scales with that AoE, so that's quite nice. The next node I grabbed was Liege of the Primordial, so we start getting some more defense and offense from our golems. If you feel you need defense earlier, go for it. I didn't, so I grabbed it for Merciless Lab, and I'll grab Elementalist for my Uber Lab. Some people think it's better for me to go Heart of Destruction. I'm going to play around with it. It gives us awesome AoE and clear, but our clear already feels pretty good. And it gives us decent single target. I just feel like we have enough damage, and we will have enough damage, so the defense is going to be better from Elementalist. I'll obviously update the guide with another video as I progress through. Next part, when you're leveling, people always ask where to go on the skill tree. I straight away, because we're using Aberraths and Ignite, I rushed up to Holy Fire. Then I rushed up to Breath of the Flames. Then I get Elemental Overload on the way to Holy Fire. Then I rush down here to Arsonist. Then we have lots of fire damage over time multiplier, which gives us so much Ignite damage on our Flame Blast and our Aberraths. Plenty of damage to go into the game. Then you kind of just fill in what you want. Elemental Equilibrium is awesome on this build. Because of our Herald of Thunder doing only lightning damage, every time it hits, it puts EE on every single mob it hits. So we always do even more damage with our ignites. What else is there? Obviously we're going all golems. So right now I've got the Primordial Eminence and the Primordial Harmony somewhere, one of the sockets. We're going to get a Anima Stone as well. So we have 9 golems in the end, which just buffs us up a lot for defense and offense. The plan for this build moving forward, so that's the current gear and pricing. Pretty cheap, and it's already really fun to play. Is I will end up going for wand with triggers socketed skills. So when we flame dash, when we use Stormbrand to proc, it'll automatically debuff Purifying Flame, Wave of Conviction, Flammability, stuff like that. And we'll transition into a chest with Explode mod and maybe Frenzy on hit, and that'll just chain even nicer. So our clear will become better, our single target will become significantly better. I think with a 3x budget, my pod was sitting at 15 million Flame Blast DPS on Cirrus, by the way, not just normal mobs, and 1 million or 900k Herald of Thunder ignites, which is more than enough for clear. Right now I'm sitting at like 1 or 2 million Flame Blast and like 100,000 Herald of Thunder. It's already pretty smooth, so we've got a lot of way to scale. I'll attach the pod down the bottom, guys, with the 3x budget, and as I progress through the build I'll put another guide out. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Please click that subscribe button, helps me a lot. Upvote the video, helps with the algorithm, helps me get some views. And I will see you guys again soon. I hope you guys enjoy the build. Appreciate it, guys.